Hello everyone, my name is Zale Randall and I am the CEO of Living Brave Through Breast Cancer. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our organization supports the breast cancer community, men and women who are battling breast cancer or recently battled breast cancer. I myself am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. I'm coming to you to request your help. Living Brave Through Breast Cancer's organization will be hosting our second Black Tie Gala. I'm so excited. We invite you and want you to support our organization by coming and celebrating life with us. You may purchase your tickets at livingbravetbc.ludus.com. Again, that's livingbravetbc.ludus, that's LUDUS.com. Tickets are $80. Portion of those proceeds will go to Living Brave Through Breast Cancer so that we can continue to provide resources to those who are battling breast cancer. We are looking forward to seeing you support this organization and joining with us in celebrating life. The event again will take place at the Huntington Place in downtown Detroit on Saturday, July 30th, 2022, from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. Get your tickets. We need your help. Let's join in and celebrate those who are battling breast cancer. No one should have to battle breast cancer alone. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Again, the website to purchase your tickets is livingbravetbc.ludus.com. The last day to purchase your ticket is July 10th. Please do this as soon as possible. We appreciate you in advance for your willingness to support us and join with us in celebration. This is a formal attire, so make sure you come in your tuxedo and your gown or dress to the best so that we can support those who are battling. We're looking forward to seeing you there, and thank you in advance.
Hello everyone, my name is Avis Randall and I'm the COO of Living Brave Through Breast Cancer, a 501c3 nonprofit organization that was put on in 2017 to be the main support hub for men and women going through breast cancer, both fighters and survivors. We also aim to provide services for support for caregivers and just educating the community about the importance of early detection awareness. This July 30th, we're going to be having our second Black Tie Gala, which is a fundraiser to raise funds for these men and women of the breast cancer community who are in need of our support. So if you can go ahead and purchase your ticket to join us, because what we're doing is celebrating life after breast cancer, for those who have been victorious and those who have fallen. We are going to honor them in their lives at this Black Tie Gala. There's going to be dinner. There's going to be dancing, and there's going to be high fashion. Formal attire is required, so make sure you bring your best dressed threads to show off and show out. You can purchase your tickets at livingbravetbc.ludus, which is ludus.com. Purchase your tickets and or donate. We're going to have an amazing time celebrating life and the lives of those who have fallen. So go ahead and get ready with us, because in 2019 we sold out. You don't want to miss this opportunity to have your time of celebration and celebrating life and those who are important to you. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Hi Queen, how are you doing?
I am fine, my sister. How are you?
Awesome, even blessed to see you. Okay, yes ma'am, you're fabulous. So I want to know, can you tell everyone what's your name and what is your affiliation with Living Brave Through Breast Cancer?
Well, my name is Rosalie Carter, and my affiliation is that Sale Randall came to my aid. I am a breast cancer survivor. I'm a cervical cancer survivor. And when I was diagnosed, Zale was Johnny on the spot. And Living Brave Through Breast Cancer helped me in my most hardest time of my life. So I guess I'm a member and a honoree.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am, you are. Yes, ma'am, you are. And we honor you. So the other question that I wanted to ask you is, what has Living Brave done for you specifically?
What have they done for me? They stood with me when I had nobody else to turn to. Gave me answers when I didn't know what to ask the doctor. Helped me financially when I didn't know if I was going to be able to make the hospital bills. Loved me when I thought I was unlovable. Showed me that I was beautiful inside and out. And no matter what condition I'm in, I'm still loved by those ladies in Living Brave with breast cancer. I thank God.
Amen. We thank God for you too, Queen. And so, can you tell everyone why they should join? Why Living Brave is such an awesome organization that everyone should join?
We need your love. We need your support. We need your physical presence. Not just financial. We need you. We need your support. There are men that have breast cancer also, and we do have some in our organization, but we need more men to step up to the plate and say, not just get a mammogram or whatever they do for men, I don't know, but we need to get more men involved, more young people involved, more testing, and that only comes by support of this organization. It's not like any other organization. I've gone to other organizations for help and was turned away. You know, this organization not just signed me up, they came to my house and helped me when I was sick. after each surgery. You know, so why get involved with Living Brave through breast cancer? Because we care, and we're looking for caring people. Because caring people are helping people. We need people just like you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Sister Rosalie. You're awesome. We appreciate you, and until forever, we're doing this thing together.
We're in this together forever.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you.
You and me forever.
That's right. That's right. Love it. Bye. Hey, Queen. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Even better seeing your beautiful face. So, can you tell everyone what is your name and what's your affiliation with Living Brave Through Breast Cancer?
My name is Claudia, and I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor.
Okay, awesome. That shows strength. That shows lots of strength. Can you tell everyone what Living Brave has done for you?
Just knowing that there's a sisterhood out there, that there's other people going through the same thing, and learning from each other and supporting each other, and keep on keeping on.
That's awesome. Can you tell everyone why they should join or be a part of Living Brave?
You know what? Cancer touches so many people. Everybody can know somebody in their family has been touched by cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not something to be shameful about or something. We all need to support each other and get through it.
Okay, all right. And what would you tell someone who is going through breast cancer for the second time?
That you went through it already once, you know what's going to happen. Just put your nose down and get through it.
Awesome.
And then sunny days are ahead.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Claudia. We appreciate you, Queen.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Queen. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Avis. How are you?
I am wonderful. Even better seeing your face, being here with you. All right. So I wanted you to introduce yourself to the people. What is your name?
My name is Latoya Jolly.
Okay. And how are you affiliated with Living Brave Through Breast Cancer?
Let me tell you about Living Brave Through Breast Cancer. They actually helped me do a lot. I wanted to go through by myself. I thought I could get through by myself. I found out I was fighting cancer as I was pregnant. And when I found my lump, my doctor said, Toya, it's kind of big. You sure you just found it? I said, I promise you, it just came about. It was aggressive, but my doctors and the things that they had already went through over the years, the medicines and stuff, it was just as aggressive as the cancer, and they knocked it right on out. This organization helped me out a whole lot. They helped me fed spiritually. When I was down, they wouldn't allow it. They was like, oh no, we're going to get through this. It's called going through because you're coming out. And I did. I came out better than I came in. I thank God for this organization that helped me through. I couldn't have made it by myself. They was my helping hand. They was people I could go to whenever I needed to, morning, night, or day. They did not turn me away. I thank God for this group. They helped me out.
Well, Sis Latoya, you've been just as much of a blessing to Living Brave through breast cancer as well. Can you tell everyone else why they should be a part of Living Brave and why they should join?
I feel like each one teacher. And I say that because I didn't want, at first I was like, when I first found out I had cancer, I said, what did I do wrong? Why me? I'm telling you why me. Because somebody got to go through something so we can show the people that's going through after you that you can go through in this life after this. And this is what the ladies helped me get to. And this is what I'm going to help somebody else get to that's going to help us just also going through.
You're so awesome. Thank you so much. And can you tell everyone what are some things that you would like to say, or just in general?
Each one teach one. And I say that because if you see somebody going through, never be embarrassed about the things you're going through. You're going through for a reason. It might not even be for you. It might be for that person behind you to see like, oh look, they went through it and look at them smiling and getting through. That means I can get through it too. That means God has my hand too. He's not gonna let you go. He got your back. You're going through to come out. You're coming out better than what you came in.
You're so awesome. Thank you so much, Latoya. We appreciate you sincerely. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Queen. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Can you tell everyone what your name is, who
My
you
name
are?
is Lenore Collier.
Okay, and tell us your affiliation with Living Brave through breast cancer.
I'm a member of Living Brave through breast cancer. I am a survivor.
Awesome.
For the 4th time.
Wow.
So thank
Yes.
God for my cousin Zale and Living Brave through breast cancer.
Amen. Wow. Okay, so what has Living Brave done for you?
Do you want me to cry?
If you
Living
need
Brave
to, if you need to.
has helped, touched. They have been a strong force of support, comfort for this journey, because this journey is an ugly journey. So with Living Brave has made it very comfortable, I can say, or a shoulder to lean on and to be there for.
Awesome. 4-time survivor. Wow. Yes, ma'am. That is so inspirational. So can you tell me and everyone else who's going to be watching why they should join Living Brave? Like, what about Living Brave would you inform everyone about just joining and being a part of the organization?
Living Brave is a sisterhood of strong, supportive women, reliable, dependable, and that's there for you. So joining will help the load that you bear of going through breast cancer.
Amen. Thank you so much, Ms. Lenore. We appreciate you.
Welcome.
You're a beam of light in the organization.
Thank you.
Very much of an inspiration to everyone. So just keep your light shining, Queen.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Veronica, can you tell everyone what Living Brave has been for you?
It has been a support system, a network of other sisters that have gone through the same thing that I've gone through. We've gone through this together. We share our journeys, and we're able to give each other inspiration, uplift each other, and just be a sisterhood.
All right, awesome. Why should other people want to join Living Brave through breast cancer?
Because it's all about helping other women too. Not only do we help each other, but we reach out and we help others out in the community who've gone through the same thing, who are going through the same thing, who need guidance or inspiration or uplifting to get through what they're going through.
And what specifically are you ladies getting through together?
Breast cancer.
Right.
We are breast cancer survivors.
Wonderful. And how long have you been a victorious survivor?
First victorious survivorship was 20 years.
Okay.
And my second journey has been 3 years.
2-timer.
Yes.
All right, Queen. All right, lead the way. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, Queen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Can you tell everyone who you are? What's your name?
Yes, my name is Kimberly Willis, and I am a stage 3 breast cancer survivor.
Awesome. Okay, Queen. So, can you tell us what Living Brave has done for you?
Living Brave has given me a community of sisters. You know, when you fight cancer, you sometimes feel that you're by yourself, but with this group, you feel that you're at home, you're able to share, and to be able to trust the information that you're getting.
That's awesome. And can you tell everyone why they should join or be willing to invest and participate in any of the organizational events that Living Brave has?
Because you need it. Not only do you get the community of sisters, is networking as well, because we support each other. So many of us are successful entrepreneurs and authors and just everything. So not only are you going to be blessed on your professional side, but you're going to be blessed on your personal side too.
Awesome. That is so awesome. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You all check her out. It's 49 Rose.
49rose.com and
You're an
Survivors
entrepreneur
Corner.
too.
Yeah, and survivorscorner.net for the cancer survivors.
It's awesome. Tell us again what entrepreneurial journey you're into.
So I have a cancer survivor line where I help style as well as inspirational clothing and connect you to support groups such as Living Brave at survivorscorner.net. But I don't stop there. I also have my boutique line and my fragrance line over at 49rose.com where you can also get my 2 books.
So awesome. You're dynamic, queen. Y'all check her out. Everything she stated. We're going to let you know who she is and where you can find her and all the great things that she's involved in. Thank you so much, Sister Kim.
Thank you.
Hey, queen.
We hope you have enjoyed our virtual pre-gala event hosted on our Facebook page and on GiveButter thus far. Just to tell you a bit more about our organization, we also host a series of programs and fundraisers for the breast cancer community. The educational component of our organization provides information on screenings, self-breast exams, resources, life insurance, and so much more. This event occurs annually in October, and tonight we are honored to share powerful survivor stories and interviews from our early detection awareness event in October of 2021. These women encourage us to keep doing the work, and we are proudly standing with them. Thank you so much for your support and generous donations that you have provided Living Brave Through Breast Cancer. Without you, we would not be able to do the things that we do. So thank you so much and enjoy the video.
Yes. So we're celebrating y'all too. This is not just, us up here. We're here for y'all as well. We love and appreciate you for being here. Without further ado, just wanted to say these ladies are going to share their experiences and give some wisdom on how to beat breast cancer. So I would encourage you all to listen with your open minds and hearts to receive what they have to say. It's not something that you just sit in the audience to where you just are here, because you never know if it could affect you or someone that you love, and you want to be equipped. You being here and listening to their stories is going to equip you to help somebody who is a loved one, So we're here to help you through that even before, Lord forbid, it happens. All right. So I'm going to introduce these beautiful women. I'm going to start from my left, and I'm going to ask you ladies to actually just say your names and where you're from. And then after that, we're going to ask you to share your stories, and we're going to start over here. So you're going to be last in introducing yourself. You're going to start and tell your story briefly. Okay, so we're going to come over here. And who are you, beautiful?
Marquita Blyden.
Oh, excuse me. You guys got to hear her. Here you go, Queen.
Marquita Blyden.
Is it on?
Here's your word.
Let me see. Testing. Here we go. Just get closer.
Marquita Blyden.
Okay, and where are you from, Marquita?
Detroit.
Woo woo. Okay, Detroit over here. Okay. We got next.
Nikita Hatcher.
Nikita Hatcher.
I'm here from Detroit, Michigan.
All right, woo, Nikita. And these two beautiful women are identical twins. Okay, so twin power. We're gonna keep it moving.
I am Lena Starks, and I'm representing my mother, Dorothy Starks, and we are from Detroit, Michigan.
Hi, I'm Rosalie Carter. I'm from St. Clair Shores via Detroit.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. You're going to keep it. So, thank you ladies again for being here. We appreciate you and love having you here. We're honored. I'm honored to be in your midst. So, with that being said, please, Miss Rosalie Carter, go ahead and share your story.
I remember when Zale, such a sweetheart, used to have the breast cancer awareness at Life Church. And I would be one of them people that slide in at the end, because it wasn't about me. Okay? I want you to know it is about us. Make sure you get your mammograms every year. I'm 64 years old. And I never thought, in I'm 64 years, that I would have breast cancer. My doctor said, in February, Mrs. Carter, it's time for your mammogram. I said, man, I don't want to do that. But I ended up getting the mammogram anyway. April Fool's Day of this year, I got the diagnosis that I had breast cancer, DCIS breast cancer. And I had 2 lumpectomies, and they still saw more cancer. And for me to be 99% sure that I didn't have it, they suggested I have a double mastectomy. July the 28th, I had them both removed. I am cancer free. She's standing up, that means I gotta hurry up. And so, double mastectomy. I'm about to have my first reconstruction surgery on Tuesday the 26th. Y'all keep me in your prayers. The first of 3 in the next 9 months. And I want to throw this in there too. I retired in 2016. I was ready to live my life. My granddaughter had leukemia in 2017. And when she got finished with hers, I said it's time for me to live my life. And I got weight loss surgery, lost 160 pounds. And then God said, I still need you to testify. I need to give you a testimony. And gave me breast cancer. God can do anything. Nothing but fail. Nothing but fail. So get your mammograms, check yourself out, and don't be afraid. If they say you need this, this is what you have to do to stay alive. I'm a living and walking testimony. If I had kept the breast, and that's what got me, is if I would have kept the breast, I would have had to do hormonal therapy and radiation and chemotherapy. With the mastectomy, I don't have to do any of that. So in 4 months, I was cancer free. In 4 months, and I'm gonna go. I can talk. But I just want y'all to know, and then when I started talking to my family, and I found out that I had other members in my family that had breast cancer and lumps and cysts and things like that. Because we don't talk to each other like that. Yes. It's like a taboo subject that we don't talk about. Oh, there she goes. We don't talk to our family. Talk to your family. And then move on to the next thing. But I just want to give a shout out to Zell Randall, who's my guardian angel. I love her. Amen.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sister Rosalie, for sharing your story. Again, we're honored to have you. Grateful for your story and your testimony. You don't look like what you've been through. You look fabulous, okay? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Awesome. Love it. Next we have here Sister Lena Hall. As she stated earlier, she's representing her beautiful mommy, Dorothy Starks, right here. Can we give her a beautiful round of applause? Mama Starks, we love you, Queen. So you're acting as a caregiver. So Sister Lena, can you tell us about Mom's story?
Sure. It was in March. So my father passed in 2018. And so my brother and I, between our families, we keep my mother. And Mama came over to spend the weekend, a couple of days with me, and she was laying in the bed. She said, "Have you ever had a knot under your arm like this?" I said, "Not like what, Mom?" And I felt under her arm, and I felt this really hard knot on her arm. Just so happened, thankfully, the very next day was her doctor's appointment. So I had her doctor to check her out. And, he did his little thing and his exam, and he said she needs to see a surgeon, and he wants to have a biopsy done on it. So immediately, I want to say within a couple days, they got the ball rolling for her to have the biopsy. It came back that she did have cancer, but the confusion was they didn't know if it was a lymph node or if it was breast cancer. When I got the results through her chart, I started reading before I had the follow up with the doctor. Started reading up on things and looking through like medical dictionaries to try to get an understanding. Of course, I did call Zell. I think I called her before I called Jesus. Because she had so much knowledge. And just like Sister Rosalie said, I was one of the ones. I've always been in attendance of the Living Brave Through Breast Cancer events in October. I sang one year. Me and we sang 1 year together. But you know, like she said, it wasn't so much as important to me as it is now, because I didn't realize how important it is. So later on, they end up removing the mask, and he told me that she would have, they first said she would have to have a mastectomy. Then they came back and said it's in the lymph node. They didn't know really what was going on, and they were getting ready to remove her breast. And I said, I don't want you to remove her breast unless you know this is where the cancer is coming from. So they wasn't sure, so they decided to do just radiation for her because she's 82 years old. And I felt like it would have been too much for her to go through chemotherapy. And so they decided for her to go through her session. She has 16 sessions of the radiation. And one thing I did notice after the fact, they put her on some chemo medication that she takes daily. And I took her to, she was at the hospital last week, whatever. And so the doctor comes in and he said, oh yeah, so she still has breast cancer. And I'm like, huh, I didn't understand. But now I understand that the process of her taking the medication is to help break it all down. So eventually, right now, we're in the fighting mode. And I thank God that God has kept us. He has kept his arms around her. And I'm going to say this, and a disadvantage of the situation for me is my mother has dementia. And she's not able to, she's not able to really tell me how she feels. And that's the downside of it, because she don't know that she hurts. You know what I'm saying? But I thank God that he put me in a place where I am able to see after her. I'm able to take care of her. I'm able to give her the love that she gave me through the years, and I'm glad that I'm here to do it for her.
We appreciate you for, now obviously that's your mommy, but we appreciate you for stepping in at the gap for her. Because she's, you know, we know and love her as well. So we're here with you. You're not by yourself. Alright, so we over here to the twine.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm not used to talking in this crowd of people, but I just want to let y'all know and share my experience of what I've been through with my twin sister. We 15 minutes apart. I just remember being at work and I got that call and I said, hello? And she was like, I got cancer. And that, I stopped, everything just went to a blur. I'm like, cancer, how? And you know, you always ask yourself those questions. But after that, when she got diagnosed, she kept saying, girl, you better go get your mammogram. And I'm like, girl, I'm gonna get it. And then some came over me and said, girl, go get your mammogram. So I went to go get my mammogram, and I never heard anything else for like a month from my doctor. I'm like, something's going on. I just had a bad feeling. So then I'm at work, I get the call, and the first thing she said to me was, the doctor was like, well, do you have anybody sit next to you? And I'm like, no. I mean, if this bad, tell me what's going on. So she told me that I had the breast cancer. So hearing that, it was like, my world crushed down, because I'm like, what is it? What step is it? What stage is it?
Right.
I just want to know, how serious it was. So after all that, after me getting the diagnosis, I had to support my twin, because she had to get the chemo and no radiation, but she had to go through the chemo, and she had to go through another treatment for, to make sure that it didn't come back in all her organs. But I can say I had to have a double mastectomy, which killed me. I had to go to the doctor every week, I mean, for at least 2 months, to make sure that I got everything I needed from the doctor.
Amen.
So I just want to close out by saying, you got to get your mammogram. I don't care what you're doing. You might be scared. I was scared too. Didn't want to go. But for the most part, I'm glad I did.
That's right.
I'm cancer free. My like a champ. You know, that was the worst experience, having to see her go through the chemo, you know, have to rebuild her hair, all that stuff back. I experienced it too, you know, by cutting my hair off, trying to be like her. But it was a great experience, and it feels like weird trying to explain our situation in front of everybody else when everybody else had their story. So I commend everybody that got breast cancer, going through breast cancer. You can beat it. Yes. And the ones that moved on, they opened the door for us to know ways where we can get out of it. Amen. Now, what you gonna say now?
So I end up feeling some lumps up here, and I end up going. I'm nervous too, so I'm gonna talk fast, but that's the way it is. So I felt some lumps up here, and then little do I know, I had a couple of other procedures done where it prevented me from getting my mammogram. So I ended up getting my mammogram, and I didn't even believe I had had my mammogram since 2016. So I got my diagnosis. I'm calling my sisters. Thanks for y'all support. My son, he must have done nothing. He can't sit still. And I was calling them, and I'm like, they say I got cancer. And then they said, what? I said, yeah. I said, I'm sure. So making a long story short, I had to go through a double mastectomy, chemo. Then my mother, she's not with us anymore. She died she passed in 2009, September 2019. She had breast cancer too. So at that time, she didn't do the genetic testing. So we would have been aware that we might get cancer. Okay. So I ended up having a double mastectomy. She was my dog. My sisters over there, but fought like a champ. I'm here. I had to go 14 rounds of a drug called catacylin to make sure the cancer don't come back and all of that. So I got my hair back, because you know, with a little jazzy, we try to be jazzy, got my hair back, and I'm finally feeling like I'm myself. But at any date and time, I don't know if it may come back, but I'm ready to fight. Yeah. And I thank you and you, Dale, from my co-workers who referred us, because we would never be a part of such, an organization. We will be like, oh, I ain't about to sit up there and tell nobody what's going on with me. Because we fighters, we athletes. I'm not about to tell nobody nothing. But thank y'all for accepting us and my family. My husband and the other two kids ain't here. And then Nikita, all of us, thanks for everybody for their support. I appreciate it. But at any given time, get your mammogram, no matter whenever, get your mammogram. Or any test, even with any males in the building, get your test.
That's right. No, you ladies are awesome. You can keep it, because I'm going to ask you some questions, but you about to have me over here crying, both of y'all, because I can't imagine something like that. The blessed thing is, me as a young person, being around this, they give me hope and strength. Lord forbid it ever happens to me. It's not something that you could take measures to prevent it, but if it happens, I know to get, to do the early mammogram screenings, and I have a fighting chance. And if that, Lord forbid, it were to ever happen to a person in my position, because I'm not gonna say me, I know what to do, and I feel hopeful, and I feel courage, because I have these strong women, and my mother, she had it twice. So I'm grateful to be here and to hear your stories. Again, it touched a little different for me, because my twin is my heart. That's my best friend. So I know when you over here crying, I'm like, Lord, don't let me cry. Don't let me cry. I'm over here moderating. I'm supposed to be keeping it cool, but you guys are awesome. So my question to you, any one of you ladies can answer, whoever want to raise. So when you found out, I know you, Marquita, okay.
I'm Marquita.
Nikita. See, I still can't get the mixed up. Okay, Nikita. When you found out, I know you said like how, but can you take us to that, your mental, like what you were going through emotionally? So we got the thought process, but how did you get over the emotional process of where's my question? How did you process your diagnosis emotionally after you got wind of what you had?
Emotionally, it was a long road. I was nervous, didn't know what to think, didn't know what to do, but I prayed on it and prayed on it, and I just went with the flow. I mean, it was hard. You know, I'm thinking that it's somebody else but it was me. So I just tried to follow, try to read as much as I could. Social media, thank God, social media. But you know, through that, it was able to prepare me emotionally, because I was able to just breathe and not taking everything personal, but saying I'm not the only one that went through this. So emotionally, like I said, it was tough, but I fought through it just like everybody else have. I did the best I could.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And Nikita, you said your mom had Marquita.
Yes.
Marquita, you said your mom had it. So knowing that your mom had it and then you got it, what went through your mind?
I wish she was here to with the chemo. She would have told me exactly what to eat, what not to do, when to do this, and then what all, because she had a lumpectomy. She didn't have a double mastectomy like we did. So it was just more like, Mama, I wish she was here, but got over it and said something happened for a reason, and then just let her know, hey, we got this, and just shine it down on it. So yeah, it was tough, but we here.
Amen. And y'all have each other to go through it together. So that's awesome. And that brings me to you, Sister Lena. You are a caregiver of Sister Dorothy Stark. So how important has support, family support, and community support been for you as a caregiver taking care of your mom?
Is how important it is.
How has it impacted you, and how important would you say it is?
It's very, very important. I'm so grateful for how my father raised my family. My father raised us, of course, in a fear of holiness, of God, and he put in us as a family when we were young to stick together. And it was, if you don't have nobody else, you got your family. And that's how it is now. We come together as a unit, we come together as a group, and one thing about it is nobody's in charge, basically. You know, we make decisions as a group. I brought it to the table. This is what the doctor says. This is what it is. What do you all think? And it's been like that ever since, my father had passed. It's been like that. We work together as a group, as a family, and make decisions together. And we try to make the best decisions for her medically that we feel is best for her, but it's good to have family to help make those decisions and help you, get along.
That's awesome. So you being a caregiver, self-care is extremely important. What ways do you care for yourself to kind of rejuvenate from being a caregiver?
It is difficult. It's very difficult. Not only do I care for my mother, I care for my son that has cerebral palsy. He's 25. So it's almost like I can't catch a break, but I do get a break. You know what I mean? So it's not, it's hard. It's very hard because this is an everyday situation for me. And then adding on what my mother is bringing to the table, it's a hard job. But then, I have that moment where I say, Tony, can Kaylin come over for the weekend or whatever? And it's good to have that outlet because you can do so much and overexert yourself, and then next thing you're not here to take care of the individual because you've done and gave so much. So it's good to kind of spread it out amongst each other, your relatives, your family members, those that can't help, get the help because it's important.
Awesome what you stated, because you never know if you're in that position, you know, where you want family to help you, and then the other table's turned. You caring for your mom and having that community support, so it's not so hard. So I think it's extremely important what your message is, being a caregiver and having community support, sharing that load amongst the family.
Absolutely.
And when you do that, you know, it won't be just on one person and breaking that down, because then you'll have two people down.
That's
you
right.
know? And the family can thrive when you work together.
That's right.
Yeah, so thank you for sharing that. And then lastly, Sister Rosalie, you having a double mastectomy, what has been your emotional process getting through losing a part of you that is extremely important as a woman? How do you get over, like, how are you getting through that?
It.
Yeah.
I think that the most important part, I think one of the sisters said prayer. Being a single person, and when I got the information, I looked around the house and ain't nobody in the house but me. You know, I don't have a husband to go to. I mean, I had sisters, you know, but but the final decision falls on me, you know. So I immediately because you know we're human, fear sets in, unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It's cancer. It's a word. But no, it's more than a word. You know, this is a thought process, because your mind is all over the place.
Right.
You know, so I had to fall on my knees and ask God to give me strength to get through this, and turning it over to Him, and then saying, well, Lord, what is it that you want me to do? I woke up one morning and He said, the morning of the surgery, the first lumpectomy, and He said, Rosie, I'm going to heal you, and if you do this, you'll be well, and you'll be free of cancer. And I said, Lord, really? He said, do this, do it. So I had the lumpectomy. I had 2 lumpectomies and a double mastectomy, you know, and I am healed because He spoke to me. I went to Him in prayer, and He answered. And He answered. So that's my thought process. It's always through prayer. And always that conversation with God. If you don't know Him, I'm gonna open up the doors of the church. And if you don't know Him right now, the doors of the church is open. It's my pastor Anthony Starks over there. He'll be glad to take you into the church. Amen. Okay. But and I want to give a shout out before I go to Team Rosalie. Y'all raise your hands. That's my team right there. Hey. Team Rosalie. Okay. Amen.
That's wonderful, because you know like I said, we as women we identify as being women by our lady part.
That's a whole nother conversation right there.
So you see how much we're learning just up here talking, like me as a young person. So okay, with that being said, I appreciate you, beautiful queens, for sharing your story. I hope you all have gotten something from this. The moral of the story is to make sure you get your mammograms every year, often.
Yes.
Get your screenings early, so that you can detect cancer early, so that you can live. Obviously, it's not a death sentence, but it's just alterations in your life. And then, as these beautiful women are doing, sharing their story to inspire you guys. Should you know someone who has breast cancer, or should, Lord forbid, a person in your position, not you, develop breast cancer? This is for women and men, so y'all get yourselves checked out. Yes, Miss Rosalie has a question.
So my question is that young women, my daughter, should she be getting, because of my condition, should she be getting mammograms every year too? Yeah. You know, I mean, because they say that, you know, after a certain age you should be getting them every year. But because I have a legacy of cancer in my family, should young women, regardless of what age, get mammograms too?
That is accurate. I'm going to let the physicians speak on that, but from my personal experience, yes, I get my mammograms every year. I actually have one coming up later this October, because my mother has had it twice. My grandmother had it back in the day, stage 4, but the Lord healed her, and she was able to live 30 more years. So I go and get mine. My twin had the BRCA exam, and since she's my identical twin, I said I'll save on it. I believe they're it's the same, okay? So, exactly. So with that being said, this is going to lead us into our next segment, which is the educational panel.